Your three.
I've stolen another two from. He only asked one. Thank you, Chair. I just want to make a quick remark. Chair, there's a lot. I mean, three questions, I think it was a little bit, but because of time, I understand, Chair. There's a lot of things which has happened at PRASA, and I'm hearing the CEO saying they are appointing the rail CEOs and that. We are going backwards. You know, the world has changed. The world has evolved big time. You know, if you look outside the country, you go to Singapore, you go to those developed countries like Dubai, you know, you don't need too many CEOs, CFOs in one entity. PRASA is PRASA. But be that as it may, that's a debate for another day. My questions, because my colleagues have asked about things which I was supposed to ask about as well, I'm going to differ a bit from the slides. I'm going to start by asking you about whether these issues were resolved. One, Siangena and Swifambo. That we are not going to hear about that in the distant future. Are those matters resolved? Number two, in fact, not number two, let me just add on that. There was a company called Glad Africa, which there was a 10-key project. You know, they started in Pretoria, and then there was Cape Town and Durban. And that matter was taken to court by some bidders who lost. Now, they were paid already because they started doing their job, you know, with PRASA. I'm not sure where is that matter now. But I guess the legal advisor is here. I'm not sure whether it's still the same a person who was there during those years. And the issue of rural development, that, you know, PRASA, we pride ourselves in the past where they used to carry around 520 million passengers, I mean trips. That was during, I think, before 2016. Now, we've been told by, I know it might not be, but the Deputy Minister is here. Perhaps he will come in on that. Studies were made about Muloto Corridor. I don't want to go to a so-called what do you call it, government of national unit. I don't want to go there. I don't want to bother you about that. About speedy, fast train or whatever thing. I'm going to ask about this Muloto Road, which millions have been paid, studies have been made, engineers were appointed. As I'm speaking to you now, Chair, there's not even a foundation. No foundation. What I'm saying is all those millions which were paid for those researchers and engineers who were appointed to deal with that matter, it's not done. As I said, CEO, it might not be your scope, but the Deputy Minister is here because we are talking trains. People are still being ferried by Padco bus service in Mpumalanga, in particular, Kwandebele. You are extending, you are doing all these things for particular areas in the townships, Tembisa, Soweto, and other areas. But rural areas, people are like, they are second citizen in this country. They have to wake up at 3. I mean, at 3, they're in the bus at 3 o'clock in the morning. But we are sitting here, we are saying, no, PRASA is improving, is doing well. For a person who comes from Siabuswa or Mamitake, it means nothing. It means nothing. For over 30 years, now, we are talking about one thing. Trains, some people in those areas are seeing trains on television. Locomotives, whether you call them whatever ways. But let me finish by saying, there were a high bid hybrid trains, about 70, which was purchased, and 7 diesel trains. You bought about 70 of them. You divided them into 20 diesel electric locomotives and 50 hybrids. Only 13 of the 20 diesel electric locomotives were delivered, and 7 were told are going to be completed. I'm talking about some time ago. The 67 locomotives, if I may ask, was that contract cancelled, or have you purchased those locomotives? PRASA paid about 2.6 billion. Why is the 900 million was not paid at that time? I'm not sure in terms of progress, because you know that already a CEO, that Matthews was a CEO, he was fired, re-employed, he was paid, I think he was employed for the 3rd time before he left. There was, I think, a golden handshake of around 15 million rand. And I hope, Chair, the board and the executive which are sitting here, when we meet again, they will be here. We won't see that circus of Matthew, which was an embarrassment. That the CEO is in and out, in and out. It looks so bad, because we have to answer. Some people are very smart outside. They're asking all these questions, and they are expecting us as members of parliament to ask this question. My last one to you, CEO, which you must please, because I hear you saying some matters are sensitive. We can't discuss them here. When you responded to my colleague Matala, I don't think it's proper. There's nothing which is sensitive here. There's nothing which is sensitive here. The Versman, I think my colleague has asked about. The 400 million issue, was that matter resolved? Because there was an issue of 400 million at PRASA, which the tribunal was supposed to recover from Versman attorneys. And I'm not sure whether that question would be good for SIU to recover that money, but I just want to find out, as far as the PRASA is concerned, what is your status concerning the Versman attorneys? I thank you, Chair.
Thank you. Honorable Kubeka.